Take my word for it. There's no Area 51.
That's not entirely accurate.
What? Which part?
Strange lights, mysterious crafts, and secrets hidden in plain sight.
Deep in the Nevada desert lies the top-secret military base called Area 51.
It's the kind of footage that leaves you questioning everything you thought you knew, from the shocking disc-like shape of an object appearing near a plane to X-rays of a discovered, mummified alien corpse.
The U.S. Navy has confirmed that UFOs are indeed real.
We did reverse engineer things out there.
Join me in today's video as we uncover the most compelling and rare footage of UFO activity over the infamous Area 51.
What's up with the mysterious drones, Tom?
Well, not to go all Scully and Mulder on us here.
Do it!
I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it.
Inside Area 51's UFO secrets. Let's talk about Captain David Fruehauf, a real high flyer with a knack for the secretive. Back in 1967, he stepped into the big leagues at Beale Air Force Base, joining an elite crew that manned the SR-71 spy plane. Talk about a speedy ride. This beast could zip coast to coast in just an hour. Pilots like Fruehauf weren't just flying, they were practically bonding at Mach 3, forming a tight-knit brotherhood up in the skies. Fast forward to 1979, and Fruehauf's already stellar career took a dive into the world of top-secret missions. Thanks to his top-secret special background investigation clearance, he landed at none other than Area 51, the mother of all mystery bases. From 1979 to 1985, his daily commute aboard Janet Airlines, a government-operated flight out of McCarran Airport in Las Vegas, with windows blacked out to keep prying eyes guessing. Once touching down at Area 51, Fruehauf noticed a select group being shuttled off to an even more hush-hush spot, called Site 4, or S4. While the buzz around S4 was all hush-hush, Fruehauf couldn't help but draw parallels to Bob Lazar's eyebrow-raising tales of the place.
Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week.
Lazar, who later became infamous for his claims, described S4 in ways that rang true to Fruehauf's own experiences. Despite the eye rolls and skepticism aimed at Lazar's stories, Fruehauf heard from his own team that Lazar wasn't just spinning tales, he was actually there. Fruehauf hinted that the pushback against Lazar might be a smokescreen to hide the bigger picture of what's really going on at Area 51, possibly involving UFOs and alien tech. Imagine the chaos if such secrets ever landed in the wrong hands. And while the truth about Site 4 remains as murky as ever, Fruehauf's account sure connects some intriguing dots.
Which one is cuter? Like for the dog, comment for the cat.
Bizarre mid-air UFO. You just never know what you'll see when you're flying high above the clouds, do you? Take, for instance, a seemingly ordinary flight to Athens, Greece, back in March 2018. Carrie Forides, a passenger en route over the Aegean Sea on the 28th, managed to capture something truly baffling on video, an object that many would swear was a UFO. From his airplane seat, Carrie filmed what looked like a mysterious object zipping along at an angle completely different from the plane's trajectory. He wasn't shy about sharing his find either. The video soon hit YouTube and his Facebook page, igniting speculation and intrigue. Described by Carrie as darting away at right angles to the commercial jet, it almost seemed like the plane was tailing the strange visitor, though neither seemed to actually turn. Adding fuel to the fire, Carrie linked this sighting to a similar event in Switzerland, noted for its eerie resemblance. Although some chalked up the Swiss occurrence to military jets, there was no official confirmation from the Air Force. This parallel only thickened the plot for those following Carrie's high-altitude adventure. Online, the footage swiftly captured the attention of netizens, turning armchair skeptics and UFO enthusiasts against each other. Supporters of the extraterrestrial theory pointed to the object's disc-like shape and its unconventional flight pattern as proof of alien visitation. On the other hand, skeptics were quick to dismiss it as possibly another plane, its contrail creating an optical illusion, making it appear as if it were an alien spacecraft. Some even suggested it might be a jet flying perpendicular, leaving behind what some call a chemtrail, further feeding into the UFO narrative. Was it a visit from another world, or just a trick of light and speed? Whatever it was, it's clear that the skies keep their secrets tight, leaving us all wondering what's really out there. Mysterious tower of light in the sky. On a typical evening in Shenyang, a city tucked away in northern China's Liaoning province, something straight out of a sci-fi movie unfolded. On September 8, 2021, the skies decided to put on a spectacular display, featuring a mysterious pillar-shaped cloud illuminated with eerie blue lights. This bizarre spectacle appeared just behind a building, catching the eyes of many passers-by, who couldn't resist capturing this moment on their cameras and phones. As the images and videos began circulating online, the theories started flying in fast. Was it a UFO making a pit stop? Perhaps a secret experiment from the infamous HARP project? Or maybe something even more otherworldly? The internet was buzzing with guesses and speculations. Enter the voice of reason, Xia Chuandong, the chief meteorologist at the Liaoning Meteorological Department. He stepped in with a scientific explanation that it was likely just a quirky dance of thick and thin clouds mixed with an overload of water vapor. Interestingly, even Xia confessed to never having witnessed such a phenomenon before, and mentioned that it didn't even have a scientific name yet. It turns out that the event was probably just an optical phenomenon, a result of sunlight sneaking through a thin layer of clouds at just the right angle, visible only from one side of the building. The cloud also boasted tentacle-like extensions stretching out for several meters, likely caused by the diffusion of solar radiation. Now, you might be wondering if this cloud was some new discovery. Well, it closely resembled what's known in less formal meteorological circles as a jellyfish cloud. Not an official type, mind you, but so named because of its uncanny resemblance to the sea creature, complete with a body and thin trails dangling like tentacles. These trails, known as virga, are essentially precipitation that evaporates before it hits the ground. Typically forming from altocumulus clouds and occasionally cumulus and cirrostratus clouds, jellyfish clouds appear during humid days, when the winds are just a whisper, creating a breathtaking visual. Pentagon releases UFO videos for the record. Back in the day, circa 2007 and 2017, some footage started making rounds that had everyone tilting their heads up. The Pentagon stepped into the limelight to clear the air about these clips that captured what they officially termed unidentified aerial phenomena. Yes, we're talking about those 3 infamous videos, 2 of which debuted in the New York Times, and a third that found its way to the public thanks to Tom DeLonge. Yep, the former frontman of Blink-182 turned UFO enthusiast. The saga began with a 2004 video filmed by 2 Navy fighter pilots over the Pacific, a good 100 miles off the coast. They encountered a round object just hanging out above the ocean. Fast forward to 2015, and we've got 2 more videos showcasing objects zipping through the air, one even pulling off a dizzying spin. You can hear a pilot in awe exclaiming, "Look at that thing, dude, it's rotating." The Pentagon was quick to assure everyone that sharing these videos didn't spill any top-secret beans or hinder any military sleuthing into these aerial oddities. Despite their candidness, the objects in the footage are still a big question mark, classified as unidentified. Jonathan Marcus, a defense correspondent, muses that our collective intrigue with UFOs isn't just about aliens, but also tangled with ideas of government cloak and dagger stuff. This isn't new, folks. The modern UFO narrative kicked off in 1947 with some mysterious debris in Roswell, New Mexico. Initially dubbed a flying disc, it later turned out to be part of a hush-hush project, keeping tabs on the Soviet Union. The plot thickened in Area 51, Nevada, notorious for whispers of advanced aircraft and alien tech tales. The Pentagon, in 2017, let slip about its now-defunct program that once probed into these alleged UFOs. Though they've swapped UFO with unidentified aerial phenomena, the old term is still what pops into our minds, sparking endless cosmic wonderment. Meanwhile, Tom DeLonge's To the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences, established in 2017, keeps pushing the envelope. It's not just about peeking at UFOs. They're diving deep into paranormal realms and trying to get the tech to match their tales. DeLonge himself, ever the enthusiast, is all over Twitter, rallying support for more research to keep expanding our discussions around these mysterious sightings. Who says the sky's the limit when it comes to uncovering the unknown? Mysterious UFO drones. Well, just when you think you've seen it all, the skies over New Jersey decide to throw a curveball with mysterious drones lighting up the night. Since mid-November, these strange visitors have been making nightly appearances across no fewer than 10 counties. Kat Dunbar, a 37-year-old acupuncturist, was driving with her kids when she first spotted the lights. "I was like, what is that? Is that a UFO?" she recounted. A closer look, however, confirmed they were not visitors from another planet but drones. "In the last week, it became a little bit of a menacing and creepy thing," she added, echoing the sentiments of many who took their puzzlement to social media, where videos of triangle-shaped drones started trending. These aren't your average backyard drones. They're bigger and buzzing near some pretty critical spots. Think reservoirs, power lines, and railways. They often fly in groups and come with a hum that Nick Dunbar, 39, likened to electric vehicles. The plot thickened on November 26 when a medical helicopter couldn't perform a crucial airlift in Somerset County thanks to one of these drones buzzing too close. In response, the FAA slapped temporary flight restrictions over a military facility in Morris County and a golf club owned by President-elect Donald Trump. Local cops are on edge. The chief of police in Florham Park called the drone activities nefarious in nature. And it's not just a northern New Jersey thing. These high-flying intruders have been spotted from the Philly suburbs to Staten Island, close to critical spots like the Howland Hook Marine Terminal. Staten Island Borough President Vito Fossella didn't mince words, describing the sightings as odd and quite bizarre, and called for the FBI and FAA to step in. Meanwhile, Governor Phil Murphy took to social media to calm the nerves of New Jerseyans, ensuring there was no known threat to the public, and the FBI's Newark office has been all hands on deck, urging folks to report anything out of the ordinary. This isn't just a local news story either. Similar mysterious drone sightings have buzzed their way over military bases from Virginia to California, and even crossed the pond to Britain. Pentagon officials, however, assured everyone that these drones haven't caused any significant mission impact. The anchor-shaped UFO leaves a trail of smoke. A mysterious black object was seen diving into the ocean in a twist that turned heads. Described as long and black, it stirred quite the mystery as it disappeared beneath the surf. The internet was quick to jump on the footage, sparking speculation and theories. Was it a damaged UFO, or just an anchor gone rogue? The theories range from the logical to the downright whimsical. Not sitting this one out, Indonesia's government space agency perked up and sent a team to dig deeper into this watery mystery. One aeronautics expert chimed in, suggesting it might be some kind of balloon. Why? Well, it wasn't exactly racing to meet the seafloor. This slow descent pretty much scratched the idea of it being a piece of space debris. And this isn't just a one-off event. Oh no, the global buzz around UFO sightings has been picking up pace. In the past 3 years alone, the Pentagon has lifted the curtain on 3 UFO videos captured by the US Navy. They've even admitted to keeping a UFO investigation unit under wraps. These revelations have sparked a fiery debate over their origins, stretching from the idea of next-gen tech from nations like Russia or China to the possibility of alien visitors. Even big names are getting into the UFO debate. Former astronaut Chris Hadfield, a seasoned space traveler and once commander of the International Space Station, poured some cold water on the alien craft theory, calling it a leap too far. Yet, he admits the universe is vast, and strange things have caught his eye above the Earth. Meanwhile, former U.S. President Barack Obama and Republican Senator Marco Rubio have been vocal about taking these sightings seriously, pointing out that dismissing them out of hand might be premature. Whether these sightings are just tech glitches or something truly out of this world, they certainly keep us looking up and wondering, what's really out there? New footage of a transmedium sphere. On July 15, 2019, something out of this world happened off the coast of San Diego. Aboard the USS Omaha, Pentagon cameras caught a spherical object that wasn't just flying, it was also diving. Filmmaker Jeremy Corbell got his hands on this footage and shared it with the world in 2021, making sure to note that, despite the Pentagon confirming its authenticity, no debris or crafts were ever recovered. And guess what? The plot thickens. Amid a global crisis in 2020, as part of a whopping $2.3 trillion relief package, former President Donald Trump sneaked in a little something extra. a directive for the Director of National Intelligence and the Secretary of Defense to spill the beans on all things UFO. This started a series of investigations into what these unidentified objects might be up to, especially after performing jaw-dropping maneuvers that left our military tech in the dust. Remember John Ratcliffe, the former Director of National Intelligence? He dropped a bombshell by revealing that these UFOs weren't just breaking the sound barrier, they were doing it without a sonic boom. And all this was supposed to be unpacked in a detailed Senate report by June 2021. But wait, there's more. Before this, the US government lifted the veil on several videos capturing UFO encounters. These weren't any videos. They were US Navy pilots coming face-to-face with real, unidentified phenomena in 2004 and 2015. So, while you can't make everyone happy, you've got to admit that the truth is indeed out there, and it seems more and more like it's coming to find us. UAP flying over US military base. Back in the heat of Iraq, nestled among the everyday challenges faced by the Marines at a secure base, there lurked a peculiar sight that wasn't just the stuff of campfire stories. This was an enigmatic jellyfish UFO, a bizarre entity that seemed straight out of a sci-fi flick, appearing exclusively on infrared cameras. Michael Sinkowski, a former United States Marine Corps intelligence analyst stationed there, shared the spine-tingling details. This strange craft, resembling a jellyfish with tendrils hanging down, made its ghostly flights over the base, caught only by the watchful eyes of thermal imaging tech. Despite its eerie presence, the jellyfish UFO seemed harmless, floating serenely over the base without a hint of malice. The plot thickens in 2017 when this spectral appearance was recorded. By the time Sinkowski arrived in 2018, the footage had become something of a legend among the troops. Captured using a tethered aerostat, which is a fancy term for a blimp equipped with high-tech surveillance gear, the video lasted a captivating 17 minutes. It showcased the UFO's quiet journey over the base, gliding towards Lake Hibernia in the Anbar province before it simply vanished into thin air. And just when you think it's all clear skies and normal duties, this jellyfish UFO, or the spaghetti monster, as some have affectionately nicknamed it, leaves everyone scratching their heads. Theories floated around, yet none could truly capture the essence of this aerial enigma. Enter Jeremy Corbell, a filmmaker with a knack for the mysterious. He got his hands on the footage and threw it into the limelight, confirming its authenticity through sources who had to sneak around to get it. Corbell's clips showed the craft in its element, hovering over both land and water, visible only through the lens of thermal cameras. This revelation couldn't have been timed better, coinciding with a classified briefing on Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, UAP, in Congress. As the government faces calls for more openness about UFO incidents, stories like these add layers to the ongoing discussion, leaving us wondering what else might be out there, silently gliding above. UFO hovering over sea in Alaska. A bizarre dome-shaped illusion was caught, twisting what should be a plain old island into something straight out of a sci-fi movie. This isn't the work of CGI or Hollywood magic. It's a real-life phenomenon known as a Fata Morgana, captured right in Glacier Bay National Park and Reserve. Shared on the park's Facebook page, the footage, taken in June 2021 but only revealed later, shows the islands of the bay turning into something otherworldly. The effect, stemming from layers of air with different temperatures interacting above the horizon, plays tricks on the eyes, bending light to transform regular landscapes into fantastical forms. This can make boats, coastlines, or islands appear as if they're scenes from another dimension. What's really going on here? It's all about atmospheric conditions. When cooler, denser air near the surface meets a warmer layer above it, the result is a lens-like effect that skews our perception of distance and shape. This natural spectacle doesn't stick to just the summer months. It can be witnessed both on land and at sea throughout the year. While this natural trickery is fascinating, it's not the only mystery capturing our imaginations. The concept of extraterrestrial life never fails to stir up some excitement. From a well-known UFO expert warning of the potential havoc aliens could wreak on Earth, to scientists pinpointing likely alien hotspots in the Milky Way, the cosmos seems brimming with possibilities. And get this. A professor from Harvard even suggests that extraterrestrials might have snuck some high-tech sensors onto our planet to keep an eye on us. Whether it's the stunning displays of Earth's own atmospheric artistry or the thrilling prospect of life beyond our world. These phenomena remind us how much mystery and beauty there is to explore. From the natural marvels right in front of our eyes to the enigmatic wonders above, the universe is a playground of the unknown, always ready to leave us in awe. Mummified alien corpse X-rays. In February 2018, an eye-popping event at Mexico's Congress had everyone talking about what was inside two glass cases. They weren't historical artifacts or famous artworks. These were alleged alien corpses brought all the way from Cusco, Peru. And the story behind them, just as wild as you'd imagine. The tale begins with these mummified specimens, supposedly about 1,000 years old, sparking a frenzy among UFO enthusiasts. Guided by Jaime Maussan, a journalist and veteran UFO researcher, the audience was told that these were no earthly beings. Nearly a third of their DNA was branded as unknown by Maussan, who firmly believed these remains didn't fit into our planet's evolutionary family tree. Now, here's where it gets even spicier. Maussan wasn't new to dramatic reveals. Back in 2015, he showcased what he claimed was an extraterrestrial mummy found near Nazca, Peru. Turns out it was actually a human child. Ouch! That little blunder didn't stop him, though. At this latest unveiling, he testified, under oath, no less that these new finds weren't part of some crashed UFO, but were fossilized in algae mines. But not everyone was ready to jump on the alien bandwagon. Enter Professor Brian Cox, the renowned physicist, pouring cold water on the idea that these figures could be from another planet. He questioned the humanoid appearance, finding it unlikely for extraterrestrial life forms to mimic human anatomy so closely. Despite Cox's doubts, the Autonomous National University of Mexico took a crack at these mysterious specimens. They conducted radiocarbon dating and even X-rayed them, revealing what seemed like eggs inside one of the mummies. Cue more raised eyebrows and head-scratching among politicians and scientists alike. Critics argue these could be doctored remains, a mishmash of human and perhaps animal bones. Yet, the tests from Mexico suggest these were genuine, unaltered skeletons. The plot thickens, and so does the skepticism, as calls for independent verification grow louder. After all, when claims are as bold as these, who wouldn't want a bit more proof? Alleged UFO crash. Back in 2023, on a night between April 30th and May 1st, something out of this world happened near the infamous Area 51. Angel Kenmore, just a teenager, managed to catch it all on camera. Talk about being at the right place at the right time or wrong, depending on how you see it. The American Meteor Society even confirmed a UFO flash that night, visible all the way from California to Utah. Crazy, right? At around 11:50 p.m., the plot thickens when Kenmore dials 911, right as a Las Vegas cop spots something bizarre zipping through the sky. The video that Angel caught, it shows something downright eerie hovering over a fence post. Poor Kenmore family. They hightailed it out of there faster than you can say. E.T. phone home! The creature described? A tall, skinny entity with a gray-green tint. And let's talk about the expert take. Scott Roeder, an evidence examiner, got his hands on the footage, and guess what? He confirmed it wasn't tampered with. His expert eyes tell him the mysterious shadow perfectly aligns with the fence slats. So much for the flashlight reflection theory. Another expert, Ben Hansen, was floating around. To add a layer of chill, the police call transcript from that night has Angel describing not one, but two beings in his backyard, towering at 8 to 10 feet, with shiny otherworldly eyes and huge mouths. Even the cops who responded were on edge, with one admitting to being extra jumpy after spotting a shooting star earlier in the evening. Since that eerie night, the Kenmores beefed up their home security with new cameras, but no hoaxes or stagecraft here. This footage, coupled with its proximity to Area 51, keeps fueling debates and stirring up the UFO community. While folks like Roeder stand by the authenticity of this close encounter, skeptics are still holding their breath. UFO spotted hovering near RAF base. In 2019, in High Wycombe, Buckinghamshire, a 19-year-old skywatcher named Lucas Boodle got to witness an extraordinary celestial show. Perched in his room, which happens to have a bird's-eye view of the headquarters air command, an old haunt for UFO sleuths, Lucas caught more than just stars and planets in his celestial observations. The evening typically started with what Lucas assumed was a meteor darting across the sky. But soon enough, this meteor pulled a fast one, halting mid-fall and zipping upwards. Just when it vanished into thin air, it made a grand re-entry. Quick on his feet, or should I say hands, Lucas whipped out his phone to capture this bewildering spectacle. The footage reveals a white mass zigzagging through the sky, weaving wispy trails and occasionally throwing out red sparks, or what looked like electrical discharges. One moment, it's losing power and sinking. The next, its engines, or so it seemed, kick back to life, stabilizing its flight. And if that wasn't enough to drop your jaw, the object did a little split, morphing into two separate glowing orbs. Lucas, ever the enthusiast, ruled out mundane explanations like an RC plane, convinced he was witnessing something extraordinary. Was it ball lightning, a secret military experiment, or, dare I say, visitors from another world? Whatever it was, it's not every day you capture such anomalies on camera, especially near a spot famed for its UFO research. So, what do you think? Which part of this rare footage amazed you the most? Do you believe this is undeniable proof of UFO activity, or is there another explanation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content coming your way.